This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Deshay Renee Motley.
Welcome to the Good Neighbor Podcast Live. Are you in need of a branding company? One might be closer than you think. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing your good neighbor, Charity Kilgore with 524 Creative Studio. Charity, how's it going?
It's going great. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, my pleasure. So, for those hearing about your business for the first time, tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, I'm the owner of 524 Creative Studio in Spring, Texas. We're a full service creative studio that helps businesses with everything from branding and graphic design to printing and promotional products, apparel, photography, trade show displays. One of the things I enjoy the most is being able to take an idea from the beginning and see it all the way through. A client may come in needing a logo, and before we're long, we're creating business cards, signs, shirts, vehicle graphics, promotional products, everything, and even like photography. I do some of that for their websites. I love seeing businesses grow, especially small businesses. Many of our clients are entrepreneurs and just trying to build something they're proud of. So being part of that journey is incredibly rewarding.
Wow, what a great introduction. I am curious how it all got started for you. So, what inspired you to get into this business?
So I've always enjoyed creating photography and graphic design. They started as hobbies and eventually became a career. And as I worked with more businesses, I realized that they were looking for more than just design. Um, they wanted someone that they could trust with their entire brand. And instead of having to call 5 different companies, they went to one place that understood their business and could handle everything from design to print to promotional products. The decision to open 524 came after one of the hardest seasons of my life. Losing my daughter Grace really changed my perspective on what matters. It reminded me that life is short and tomorrow isn't promised. And I realized if I was ever going to build the business I'd always dreamed about, now is the time. And so 524 is actually named in her honor, but it's also a reminder to build something meaningful every day.
I love hearing the stories behind successful businesses, and you absolutely do have my condolence.
Yeah.
So let's talk about something people may not realize. What's one thing people often get wrong about your industry?
I think one of the biggest misconceptions is that people are buying just ink on paper or a logo on a t-shirt. They're really investing in how people perceive their business. Good branding builds trust before you even have a conversation with a customer. Another misconception is that promotional products don't work anymore. I actually think that they work better than ever. If you choose the right products, nobody wants another cheap giveaway that ends up in a drawer or the trash. But if you give someone something useful, a quality tumbler, a cooling towel, safety glasses, that item may stay on their desk or in their truck for years. And that's advertising that just keeps working.
Absolutely. Thank you for clearing that up. Now, let's talk about the people you serve. What works best for attracting new customers?
We do a lot of networking. We go out to different networking groups to talk to new customers, to talk to small businesses that are just getting started. Um, a lot of chamber of commerces, things like that. We like to do the face-to-face introductions with new businesses. It just is a easier way in to talk to people when they get to know you and you present yourself professionally. It just is an easier kind of doorway in. Yeah.
Absolutely. So it sounds like you've built some great relationships with your customers, and we know marketing is the heart of every business. But I do want to ask you something a little different. Have you ever considered starting a podcast for your business?
I I it's been a little bit in the back of my head. Occasionally I think about, well, like what would that be? Um I've definitely thought about doing like the TikToks or the reels, that kind of thing. I don't know if I could have enough to say to do a podcast. Um anyways, too long of a podcast. I don't know. Maybe.
Completely understandable. So let's step away from business for a moment so our listeners can get to know you a little better. When you're not working, what do you like to do for fun?
So I still love doing photography. It gives me a chance to be creative without a deadline. I also enjoy spending time with my families and my friends, exploring new places. I have 3 dogs actually. I'm a dog person. I love spending time with my dogs. I like taking them to the park. And this is Houston, so maybe not in the summer, but I love taking them out and hiking, hiking and things like that during the winter, during the fall, spring.
The fall's coming up.
Yeah.
And it's always great to hear the person behind the business. Before we wrap up, I have one last question. If listeners remember just one thing about 524 Creative Studio, what would you want it to be?
I just want people to know that we're more than just a print shop. We enjoy helping businesses solve problems. Sometimes someone comes in asking for business cards, but after a conversation, we realize that they really need is better logo, maybe a trade show display, promotional products that actually fit their brand. We try to become a creative partner instead of just someone who takes an order. If we can help a business grow, build confidence in their brand, and attract more customers, then we've done our job.
That's definitely a valuable takeaway there. Can you please tell our listeners the best way to connect with you or learn more about 524 Creative Studio?
So the easiest way is to reach out to us to search 524 Creative Studio online on social media. We're located up in Spring, and we'd love to meet you. Our website is www.524creativestudio.com, and that's 5 spelled out. Whether you're starting a brand new business or you've been around for decades, we're here to help you with your branding and graphic design and printing needs.
Well, Charity, it was a pleasure having you on our show. We wish you and your business the best moving forward.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnphouston.com. That's gnphouston.com. Or call 346-643-4871.